Good evening. Welcome to the weekly commentary. It's what's happened last week and what we can expect next week. At the very outset, let me wish all of you a very, very happy new year. Incidentally, this week has been Ugadi, which Kannadigas like us celebrate, as well as the Telugu people celebrate. Then you have also called Gudi Padwa on the same day for the Maharashtrians. Today is Vishu. Today is also the Tamil New Year and the Punjabi New Year at Punjabi Harvest Festival, as well as the Bengali New Year. So, all said and done, much part of India has been celebrating their New Year this week, and I'm sure all of us are looking forward to a good year ahead. And I wish and pray that everyone has a fantastic year ahead. So last week was a very interesting week, I should say, with the war clouds hanging. I was very uncomfortable about what's happening, and I was cautioning right through the week. And as expected and as feared more than expected, there has been some Israel and Iran fracas on Friday and Saturday. And today there seems to be some sort of sensible kind of statements coming from both Iran and US. Now, whether Israel will take note of it and do nothing, or whether it escalate, we do not know. In the interim, what has happened is Iran has virtually captured a ship which is owned by a Israeli billionaire, which has got a lot of Indians on the ship, which was actually going towards Nhava Sheva in Gujarat, and it has been blocked midway. So the problem is not over, but I would say it is a comma. I don't know whether it is a full stop. Nevertheless, we should be prepared as to what will come in the interim. Lots of things have happened. I will just share with you some charts and just let's have a look at these charts. Uh, Here we are. Yeah. So if you look at the chart, if you go back in October when the unexpected happened, that is the Hamas attacked Israelis and captured quite a few people as hostages. So that was a surprise, and there was an immediate drop of 140 points, and there was a lot of uncertainty after that. Though the market went up for a couple of days, and then it dropped 1,000 points below the low of the day when the shock came. So we had a drop of 140 points, then went up, and then it dropped a thousand full, more than 1,000 points. Now we have seen a drop of about 234 points on Friday in anticipation of something happening, and so we may see a gap down opening, and then we have to see where it will stop, and then what will happen subsequent to that. Right now, things are we feel it's under control, but nevertheless, one has to take adequate care on that. If you look at other at Dow Jones, also came down significantly, about 475 points. Then if you look at S&P, S&P also came down significantly, about 75 points, and Nasdaq fell about 267 points. The focus was on the precious metals, which was gold, which you see gold took off and then it fell down from the highs. Now, this kind of a pattern is called, an exhaustion pattern. So you may see gold and silver moving sideways for quite some time before they start their new journey. Take this case of silver. Silver something similar pattern. It had a long tail up and then it has come and closed actually negative. This is technically very negative for both gold and silver in the short term. But I've analyzed gold and silver, and looking at both fundamentals and technicals, I think they'll take off from these highs which they've seen recently. So I am expecting a significant rally once they cross the highs which we saw on Friday. So this is a typical weekend slam which the private banks do because they are heavily short in gold and silver, whereas the central bankers are very heavily long. So sooner or later, the fight between central bankers and the investment bankers, in my opinion, will be in favor of the central bankers who are holding gold, and so you will see you are likely to see significant higher prices in the coming days, weeks, and months, and maybe years. So I wouldn't take this as a top. This may be a temporary top, an intermediate top. So this may take some time to cross. The earlier it crosses, the stronger it means, or if it takes some time to hang around here, also should be used, in my opinion, as a good entry opportunity. Now, coming back to the index again, if you look at it, uh, so this is the strong support zone. We are talking of about 1,000 points from here is 21,500. And I think you'll get a strong support much above that at around 21,800 levels, 850 levels. So that is what one should look forward to, hope if it comes there to go ahead and buy. Now, we also should remember that it's also election season and volatility will start, and also the season for results. Yesterday, TCS has come out with good results. So, TCS may be not under great pressure. If anything, it may be positive tomorrow. So we'll have to see IT stocks other than TCS, which is Infosys, also is coming sometime the following week, and so that should give some support to the market going ahead. But nevertheless, all eyes will be on the Middle East and what has happened to the ship, and whether there will be any pressure from Israel. Though America has said that they will not support Israel in their fight against Iran, so maybe Israel will have to think some other method to, escalate the crisis. But right now, I think we are in slightly a better uh, position than what we were yesterday. So let's hope that things will, improve. I wanted to make one more point. Before that, I would thank you for subscribing to the my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. This gives me the impetus to do better and better. I hope people are being benefited. I assume so because the number of subscribers are slowly and steadily increasing. The important point I wanted to mention was in our calendar, Ugadi, we have the Samvatsaras, that is every year. So we are in what we call the Krodhi Nama Samvatsara. Krodhi, by the very definition, one would get as something where people are angry and people are impatient. So you will see a lot of these anger, impatience going ahead globally. This is what the Krodhi Samvatsara talks about. And this is the 38th year in the 60-year cycle. But also, this is a time when once the anger subsides, because anger cannot last for a long time, once the anger subsides, then you will have prosperity. So I am expecting once the anger subsides, maybe the anger could be geopolitics, it could be politics in India, it could be the heat wave, which is expected in April and May. But then I am expecting things to get better from June, July onwards. So whether it is geopolitics, politics, or the weather, I think we should have a reasonably good year going ahead after the first couple of months, or maybe even a quarter of some tough times. So always look for the positive, and I think that is what will happen. And I'll be there along, giving you daily commentary. And tomorrow you can expect another commentary on the daily pre market commentary. Till then, thank you for joining me. Goodbye and good night.